Welcome to the Growth Lab podcast, where we talk about finding new clients, winning more contracts, and growing successful cleaning businesses. I'm your host, Matt Harris, and I run the Growth Lab. We partner with cleaning business owners to launch, accelerate, and scale the growth of their business with tried and tested systems and strategies that generate predictable revenue. If you're turning over at least 6 figures and you want to grow your cleaning business to 7 figures plus, click on the link in the description and schedule a call. Now let's dive in.
Previously as well. David touched on some pretty core points there. It doesn't matter how good you do your ads. If you're sending them to a really rubbish destination, no one's going to buy from you. There's kind of a pretty core point there in having the website, and we don't do ads without the website, of course. I just wanted to give a sort of a couple quick examples of the benefits.
Actually, you should be able to now, actually.
Easy.
Just try.
All right, this is a pretty basic funnel. I'm sure everyone's seen it. I'm not going to dive into it too much, but basically this is a sales funnel if you haven't seen one before. And we want to obviously get people from the awareness stage of not knowing who you are at all to the bottom of the funnel, which is of course taking action. Then we want those people to buy from us, whether that's filling out a form on our website, whether that's clicking purchase on a product or a clean service or whatever that might be online. We need to get people through this section. So you can see the biggest one is awareness. The biggest advantage a pay-per-click campaign can have is we can just get way more people to know about you, to see you, and to find you straight away. If I jump back on Google, and you can see I've pretty much cool. I just wanted to quickly Google. So for example, I'm in Bristol, so cleaning services near me. If we look at the results, firstly here, you can see the top two is an ad. It's a Google guarantee ad. I scroll down and then it came up with many more ads a minute ago, but okay, it's because I've just Googled it a second ago and didn't purchase anything. But generally, as you can see, is the first area that you landed the screen is covered with advertisement. It takes a little bit of time for me to scroll down the screen before I can find someone who is maybe just focusing on SEO and doing sort of the longer game there. What we want to do realistically is be showing for anyone who searches on Google cleaning services near me. And obviously that's quite a sort of a broad term. If we look here in Bristol, for example, again, where I am, we can see between 100 and 1,000 people per month search that specific word, has a medium competition, and it costs about £1.19 to £3.35 to turn up at the top of Google for that. So just for sort of £1.20 upwards, we can be showing at the top of Google and getting the maximum kind of awareness for that.
£1.20 for everybody that clicks on your ad.
That would be correct. It's per click rather than per lead. There are other ways you can do that, but just for the simplicity in this one, if we focus on the clicks.
So if you've got a budget of £1,000 there, and every time your ad goes to the front page, if somebody clicks on it, your budget starts to go down.
That's
but if
correct.
Clicking on it, they've got potential to be a job because they obviously want the service and they're.
That's correct. So we could niche that down a little bit. For example, obviously carpet cleaning near me, that's definitely a lot more specific. If you had a carpet cleaning company, you can see between 78 pence and £2.97. We can send someone who's searching specific for that. These words as well are kind of coming with an intention. So whereas if you compare Google ads to sort of say Facebook ads, I can show a Facebook ad to someone who maybe doesn't have an interest in purchasing what I'm selling, whereas the person is typed into Google that they want a cleaner near them. It's much more powerful and sort of a purpose-driven search that it gives you much more sort of power within that. So let's say obviously for like £1.20, if we were to get like a 100 clicks or something there, we would expect quite a few conversions from that. And whether that's filling out a lead form or whatever your sort of goal is from that, maybe it's purchasing a product or something like that. The one thing I just want to show you real quick, and I'll stop sharing my screen now, is just kind of the power of that. So for quite a small amount of money, we can be at the top of Google and click through to our obviously destination goal. For example, I know of yourself, James, we're focusing on cleaning, whether that's maybe commercial cleaning. We'll send someone from that ad straight to a landing page which talks only about commercial cleaning, and then of course we'll get them to fill out a lead, and then I know James will follow up with them promptly to convert that one into a sale. And
the good thing about Google pay-per-click that I didn't know until recently, I'm still learning as well, I didn't know you could target just a specific area and take away a postcode. So if you had, I know Bill does like drainage and things like that, if he wanted to target the big houses in Glasgow, like a postcode where it's full of big houses and commercial buildings, he could set his budget around that specific postcode. Is that correct?
That's correct. You have to be a little bit cautious with this to make sure you're not being discriminative in any way or anything like that. But you can definitely target within postcode areas, and you can exclude different areas. You can exclude, and you can make the ads only turn up for people that live in that area rather than people who maybe have an interest in it. And you can do various different things. You can also search by people that have interests in different things as well using Google. But I like the old-fashioned traditional way of someone typing something in and searching for a specific term, whether that's real estate agents near me or cleaning services near me. There's much more intent in that search that the conversion rate is dramatically higher. Then your return on investment is obviously higher again as well.
Speaking about return on investment, Ashley, a lot of people see paying for ads is like a cost to the business. You mentioned there it's an investment. It's not a cost, it's an investment. Say someone invested £1,000. I know each business is different, but if they invested £1,000 on paid ads, would you expect him to maybe, how much would you expect? Like double that?
I would like,
but they should always make profit. Is that correct?
Of course.
To make nothing, they should at least
make that's pretty much it.
£1.5 grand or get the grand.
Yeah, of course. It really depends, and it's very industry specific. I don't really want to sort of dive. Like, I would expect you to at least be like doubling what you're putting into it.
So trying at least double what you're.
What I would normally say is, if you want to jump on a call, and of course anyone can reach out to me after today, and I'll pass all my details on. Is we'll have a conversation about how much you need to make from the ads. For example, if you've got a product which is £500 and you make £250 worth of profit, and it costs us only £50 to get you a lead, then you're making sort of 5x your money. We're actually making 10x, but it's 5x of actual profit. That's a very, very profitable ad. But if same scenario, but it costs us £250 to make you £250, then that might be a discussion that we have to have at looking sort of at other opportunities or avenues to do so. But if you have maybe a repeat customer who comes back in a month's time and they spend another 500 and you make another 250, that then could be a good option. The answer is it kind of depends, but we can talk through that, and there's definitely options out there. Was there a question there? Sorry. No, all good.
What's the difference? Anybody that doesn't know, but a lot of people don't even know what Google pay-per-click is or SEO. What's the difference between Google pay-per-click and SEO? And in your honest opinion, what one do you think works best for a business?
I think they're both very important. Firstly, I think if you've maybe just had a website made and you kind of want to hit the ground running in your business, pay-per-click is the way to do it. You can quite literally pay to have your website at the top, and then you're just going to get more traffic. You're going to get more people to the website. You're going to get more conversions as long as that's done right. SEO is more of like an ongoing investment. That's where you want to put loads of different content on your website to draw traffic through search intent. It's called search engine optimization. Then we're using blog posts and different parts of our website with certain keywords to turn up in a higher page of Google. In an ideal world, we want to be on page 1 at the top. But
SEO is more long-term, isn't it? It's
Absolutely.
more like a long-term thing. I spent like £800 a month for 12 months and I still didn't get on the first page of Google. That's why I don't do SEO at all anymore. I just do Google pay-per-click. And the good thing about Google pay-per-click, I know this because I work with you, Ashley, you'll put certain keywords in. You're always on the ball. You'll check to see what people are searching for. If 100 people are searching for cleaners near me, you'll put that kind of in the ads. Or if they're searching for commercial cleaners, you word the ads around what people are actively looking for. You can track exactly how many people's clicked on the ad rather than putting pound into an ad and it's gone. You know exactly how many people's clicked on the ad, how long they've been on your website for, and things like that. Can you do that as well?
Absolutely. I think you're pretty much right. Definitely SEO is a long-term game, but also just to sort of move on to that point as well, is because so many people are paying, and Google are, you probably noticed by that page there, they're putting all their sponsored ads, like there's like often like 4 or 5 ads in a row before you even get to like a normal website that has just got SEO. If you think you can sort of pay your way in SEO to get sort of ahead or of those, unfortunately you can't. But I think spending money on the pay-per-click really kind of boosts you to the top, and then you're on page 1, you're getting seen, and you're in sort of a competitive environment, let's say.
Do you do ads on any other platforms? Like TikTok, Instagram? This is just for me personally because I've never, but do you do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook ads as well?
Absolutely. With service-based businesses like yourself, James, just because there's a much search intent within Google. So someone's searching for, I don't know, a carpet cleaner, a window cleaner, commercial cleaner. There's so much more intent behind that I think Google Ads for a business like yourself is really, really good for a service-based business. If I find Facebook ads and TikTok ads and all that sort of stuff is better for more sort of product-based businesses. Not that they don't work, but I think profitability wise, Google's stronger for a service-based business, and Facebook and TikTok is better for like a product-based business, in my opinion.
So Google's number one still.
Just because that intent, but you can show a Facebook ad to someone for 8 times, which is the normal now before anyone takes interest and looks to sort of purchase, and they're still not interested. Whereas someone who's typed cleaning services, they want cleaning services.
I find on Facebook, it's people looking for cheaper prices. That on Google, if you put your ad in Google, it's people will pay more for your services. But I'll talk about cleaning because I've got a cleaning company. Somebody will message 10 cleaning companies in a row, ask for a quote and go with a cheap option. But on Google, if they're typing in cleaning company, your ad pops up. They'll send an inquiry form in, and typically they'll go with you because they're not sending messages to like 10 different companies. That I don't do Facebook ads or anything anymore, because it was a lot of people just...
We found the same in service-based businesses in general, and the targeting can be a little bit more difficult because, again, if we go back to that keyword, cleaning services near me, that's like a very intention-based word. But like otherwise, we might, if you've got interest in cleaning, you might not want to use a cleaning service. Do you know what I mean? It could be a little bit harder on the targeting, and you could spend quite a bit more money working out your customer base. You can use data and stuff from your website, but I would say definitely businesses, a service-based business, Google Ads is the way forward.
Perfect. Does anybody get any questions for Ashley?
Hello, just wanted to ask Ashley, how long ago did you open your business? You are offering the services, Ashley?
I think it's been around 4 years now. I've been doing sort of both Google, Facebook, and obviously when TikTok came around, TikTok ads as well. So some time.
Google ads. Would you be able to give me an idea about cost for a campaign?
Sorry, my alarm went off. Biohazard, sorry.
Yes.
Is that your business name?
Biohazard is a specialist cleaning services. And hello, Matt. Nice to see you.
Biohazard
From
cleaning.
Spain again.
Yeah.
By the way.
Nice, look at you, just living it up.
Nice
That's good.
Every time we get to chat,
It's good.
I am in Spain.
Just having a quick look. I'd have to, because it's more hazardous, I would just want to double check that there's no restrictions around that. I know obviously using words like COVID-19 and things like that can come along with quite a few restrictions. So I'd want to double check exactly that for you. But what I can do is I can do like a little search. I won't do it on the call today, but we can do a little search, see how much people are searching for these words, what other things they're searching for, what's the likelihood of cost that's going to cost us, and then how much that I would suggest spending if we were to sort of go down that avenue. But the next thing after, of course, working that out with advertisements would be a landing page or a website, if you don't already have one, to make sure we're sending that traffic to sort of a destination that can convert properly.
It's under work right now. I'm going to have it soon.
Perfect. Well, let's touch base after this and flick me an email with your details and a bit of kind of what you're looking to, or what area of cleaning you're looking to advertise for, and then we can have a conversation. I can look up all the keywords before your website's done, and then when it's completed, we can sort of move forward from there if you want.
Thank you.
No worries.
Superb. Any more questions?
Can I ask something?
Fire away, mate.
See, we don't have a web page. We work off social media and Facebook. Can we still use for Facebook, or does it need a web page for it?
I would strongly suggest getting a web page. You could send traffic to places like Facebook, but it just doesn't convert anywhere near the same. I would strongly recommend engage, whether you were to create that yourself or engaging David or myself, even if you were just to create a basic landing page. Right. So rather than like a whole website, you can create what we call a landing page, which is basically like a one-page website. That could be like the cheapest way of doing it. So then we could just send traffic just to there. And we know also all of the traffic that's coming from the advertisements is just going to here. So it gives you a really good metric of checking how well that's converting. But for the cost of, you'd lose more money than the cost of a landing page would cost you, if that makes sense.
Aye. Right.
Just to jump in there as well, really interesting stuff, Ashley, and everything he said, I agree with. It's quite interesting to hear someone in the industry. But no, to say further on to your point there about you've got a Facebook page, you do all your advertising on there, and that's where you do it. Facebook's the easiest place for a tradie to upload photos, to post stuff. It's just really simple, because updating a website is, I've got to get the laptop out, I've got to key in, I've got to update, and it's a bit of a pain in the backside. But the big issue you've got is that when people search for the products you offer, they don't search on Facebook, they search on Google, and Google doesn't put Facebook pages at the top. They put websites, they put landing pages, they put pay-per-click campaigns, and that's the big difference. I lost a client recently because he was convinced he needed to just use Facebook, and he had like 20 likes, and he reached his website and he said, "Right, I'm gonna have 20 likes, that'll do me, and I've got all my contacts." And I'm like, "Dude, every time you post, you're going to get 20 people, and half of them are your mates and your family." Like, so Facebook's great if you've got a community and you can engage them, but it's more a case of, okay, I love their Facebook page, now click on the link to their website and go and check it out. And then that's like the more professional, okay, this is their more kind of formal stuff. It's always worth. And as Ashley says, once you've got a website, if you want to get some traffic straight away, ditch the SEO. And we do SEO, and I'm saying don't do that. That's the best way to kind of start out for sure. But again, it's, you can spend 10 grand on pay-per-click or SEO and get nothing, and you could pay £100 on pay-per-click or SEO and get loads. It's one of those really frustrating things that even the experts can't explain to you, which is hard when they've taken your money.
I agree. And then you can showcase reviews and stuff like that as a bare minimum, a landing page. But might be worth having a chat to David after this one.
Thanks to you guys for listening to the Growth Lab podcast. You can access the show notes and free resources via the link in the episode description. And if you got some value from this podcast, please pay it forward and share it with others across social media, or leave a rating and review on whatever podcast platform you listen to, as it would really mean the world to me. Hope you enjoy and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.